Hello and welcome to United Together. We've been doing this for over a year. And just to refresh your memories, when we started the show back in the spring of 2020, it had a special purpose, and that was to spread some of the really great news that was happening at our communities in the midst of one of the most historic challenges the world has ever been through, this pandemic. And the great news is we're starting to see real progress. The communities are starting to open up. Mother Nature is cooperating, as you'll see in some of our segments. And we just feel like we've turned a real corner and we have come through stronger than ever. And let's get started. We're going to go first to our community in Collingswood, New Jersey, United Methodist Communities at Collingswood, where the residents, again, thank you, Mother Nature, for providing a beautiful Friday afternoon. We're treated to outdoor music, and I guarantee you, behind many of the residents' masks, they were smiling and laughing and having a great time because it was a special day, and the associates themselves got into the act with some dancing and singing. It was just a wonderfully fun, great day at Collingswood, and we hope you enjoy this segment. Wasn't that was great? I had the joy of going down there and taking those pictures that you saw, and it was just a really special day. And now we're going to head over to our affordable housing community in Red Bank, the Wesleyan. And as you know, we're coming into Memorial Day weekend, a very special, a very significant weekend in our country as we remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice. And our community at the Wesleyan, they took time again outside with the weather cooperating to do a special video presentation in terms of what Memorial Day is all about. Some very stirring and patriotic scenes from many of the monuments in Washington, D.C. And then the residents there did some artwork to commemorate Memorial Day. And we hope you enjoy this segment as well. And now it's time for our Daisy of the Day. And we're very happy to have with us a very close friend to all of us here at United Methodist Communities Foundation, our board member, our former chair, Reverend Ed Carll. Ed, thanks so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing really well, Gary. It's good to be with you today.
Well, it means a lot for us to have you do this as we come into a very special weekend in our country. So I'm going to step aside and let you have the stage to present our Daisy of the Day.
Thank you. In the tradition of John Krasinski, from whom Gary stole this idea, I come to you from my fly tying room in Chemung, New Jersey. I'm glad to be here today. Gary, when you and Rebecca scheduled me for this video, I was so humbled that you would relinquish your slot to allow me to come on your airtime. Am I right, everyone, when I say no host is funnier or more affable than Gary Engelstadt? So it's my pleasure to be here with you today. After all these years of serving on the foundation board and the board of directors, it's really kind of cool for me to greet everyone at the same time via this video. When Gary first spoke to me about a theme for today, we we talked for a little bit, and my thoughts first went to the Memorial Day weekend, a time that we set aside to remember and give thanks for all those who have died in wartime military service to our country and to commemorate their self-sacrifice. It didn't take me more than a few minutes to realize that my thoughts were turning to those within our United Methodist communities over this past year who have died. Some on our nursing staff who risked their lives for 15 months just to come in and serve everyone. And then I thought of all of our associates, everyone who risked COVID-19 infection to come in and provide personal care, to cook, to clean, to take care of maintenance issues. And my thoughts went to the whole associate team who put others before themselves in spite of all the risk, and to them personally and to their families. So I'm grateful this morning, Gary and Rebecca, and my heart is warmed with thoughts of all the people I know right here within the United Methodist communities who continue to put others first, showing up every day, week in and week out. To broaden my personal perspective, I decided to check in with our CEO, Larry Carlson, and get his insights about the most appropriate way to convey my gratitude. And he immediately reminded me that each of our residential communities has already thought about memorializing others in the most appropriate way. And each residential community has planned a memorial garden to remember and give thanks for friends and family and neighbors who have entered into God's eternal embrace. You've already done this. So Rebecca and Gary, today I simply want to acknowledge each one of these thoughtful memorial gardens all around the state of New Jersey at our residences, thanking those who first spent time imagining with others what might best meet each residential community's needs, and then planning and working to make it all happen. Your thoughtfulness and your good works leads me to a deeper alleluia this Memorial Day weekend. I would be remiss if I didn't also take time to acknowledge all those people whom we remember as loved ones and friends who have given their lives in battle in World War II, in Korea, in Vietnam, in Desert Storm, and in the longest war in U.S. history in Iraq and Afghanistan. May their memories bring blessings to us all. To close out this section of United Together, I want to encourage you to watch this United Methodist Communities video featuring our CEO, Larry Carlson, who describes the life-saving pivot our whole organization took early on in the coronavirus pandemic. Under his leadership and guidance, and with the incredible help at every level of our healthcare system, lives have been saved through this stressful pandemic. So thanks for having me, Gary and Rebecca. I hope all of you have a great Memorial Day weekend. And I also hope that you and yours and all of our residents, all of our associates at the United Methodist community will look forward to what's ahead, the changing of seasons, the warming weather, the blooming flowers, and most of all, the people in our lives with a servant's heart who contribute to the abundant life we foster and cultivate. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ed, for those words of encouragement, of inspiration. We're so blessed to have you as a member of the United Methodist Communities Foundation team. We've got a lot going on in the next couple of weeks. You heard about what Ed was referring to as we come out of this difficult period and start to see more and more light at the end of the tunnel. But we want to make you aware of a very special webinar that's going to take place on Thursday, June 10th at 11 a.m., where another good friend of ours, Bill McMorrin from the Green Oak Consulting Group, will be doing a special presentation on how new tax laws can affect retirees and retirement planning. Bill is an expert on all of these matters, and you will find it extremely informative. So those of you out there who are members of our Wesleyan Society, you'll be getting a special link to tune in. And anyone else, if you want to watch this webinar, simply call Pam, Senator, at our United Methodist Communities Foundation office, and Pam would be happy to share with you the link for this webinar on Thursday, June 10th. So that's the end of our show. We've been doing this for over a year, and each one of the most recent episodes, things seem just happier and happier. And we couldn't have gotten through it without all of you out there, especially our many donors across the country, and especially here in New Jersey. Thank you for thinking of us. Thank you for remembering us. Residents, family members, associates, our business partners, truly could not have gotten through without all of you. We feel so blessed to be stewards for the difference that you'd make. Coming into Memorial Day weekend, sometimes people think that this weekend is all about hot dogs and fireworks. It's really about remembrance and remembering those loved ones near to us, ancestors of ours that served in the military, and especially those who gave that ultimate sacrifice. So we live in a wonderful country. We're very blessed, and we know we're making real progress as we all are staying united together. Bye-bye.